Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers, I Muhammad Abdul Habib. Welcome you all to AIMS tutorial for accounts. In this video, I'll be explaining the chapter Preparation of Subsidiary Books for Intermediate First Year Students for Telangana State Board of Intermediate Education. It is chapter 4 in the Accountancy Reader, page number 110, question number 1. Record the following transactions in Purchases Book. Here is the question. The transactions are given for the year 2019 for the month of March. Here is the format for Purchases Book. Date, particulars, inward, invoice number, LF, which stands for Ledger Folio, details, amount, rupees. Let us start the problem. The first transaction is given in the year 2019, March 1st, purchased goods from Anil, 2000 rupees. So how do we post this in Purchases Book? In date column, you are required to write the date. The date is given as 2019 March 1st. The transaction is purchased goods from Anil. So you'll be just writing the name of the person from whom you have purchased the goods. As we have purchased the goods from Anil, so in particulars column we'll be writing it as Anil, and we have purchased goods for rupees 2000. So 2000 will be recorded in amount column. Next, after March 1st, we have another transaction on March 3rd. Bought goods from Raju for 4000. तो bought का मतलब क्या? खरीदना. So as we are purchasing goods from Raju, again this transaction will be recorded in Purchases Books as first the date will be taken as March 3rd. We are purchasing the goods from Raju. So in particulars column you will be writing the name of the person from whom you have purchased the goods, that is Raju, and in amount column you will be writing the amount for which you have purchased the goods. We have purchased goods worth 4000, so 4000 will be recorded in amount column. Next, after March 3 we have a transaction on March 7, purchased goods from Srikanth 5000 rupees, trade discount 10%. So trade discount, so first we are purchasing the goods from Raju, so the date will be taken, we are purchasing the goods from Srikanth, so the date will be taken as March 7, and in particulars column we'll be writing the name of the person from whom we have purchased the goods. So this time we are purchasing goods from Srikanth, so Srikanth name will be recorded in particulars. So we are purchasing goods worth rupees 5000, so 5000 will be recorded in details column as we are having trade discount here. So first we'll be subtracting trade discount from the purchase amount, less trade discount. So trade discount is allowed by Srikanth for 10%. So for 10% for 5000 will be 500 rupees. Here is the calculation. 5000 into 10 divided by 100. So 10% of 5000 is 500. So when you are purchasing goods for rupees 5000 and 10% is allowed as trade discount, subtracting 500 from 5000, the final bill amount will be for 4500. So you'll be writing the bill amount as 4500. Next, after March 7 we have a transaction on March 13, goods purchased from Venkat 1600 rupees. So this transaction will be posted as first the date will be taken as March 13. As you are purchasing the goods from Venkat, you will be writing the name of the person from whom you have purchased the goods. Here it will be recorded as Venkat, and you are purchasing goods for rupees 1600. So 1600 will be recorded in amount column. Next, after March 13 we have a transaction on March 18, purchased goods from Mahesh 1400. So the date will be taken as March 18. In particulars column you will be writing the name of the person from whom you have purchased goods. We have purchased goods from Mahesh, so his name will be recorded in particulars, and we are purchasing goods for rupees 1400, so 1400 will be recorded in amount column. Next, after March 18 we have a transaction on March 24, purchases for 3000 rupees. So this time the name of a person has not been specified. It means that it is a cash transaction. So how to identify whether it is a cash transaction or a credit transaction? If the name of a person is given in the question, then it is a credit transaction. अब तक आप जितने भी ट्रांजैक्शंस करे, हर ट्रांजैक्शन में किसी इंसान का नाम था। जैसे कि फर्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शन में परचेज गुड्स फ्रॉम अनिल, अनिल का नाम दिया हुआ था। सेकंड ट्रांजैक्शन में बॉट गुड्स फ्रॉम राजू, राजू का नाम दिया हुआ था। थर्ड ट्रांजैक्शन में परचेज्ड गुड्स फ्रॉम श्रीकांत, श्रीकांत का नाम दिया हुआ था। फोर्थ ट्रांजैक्शन में गुड्स परचेज फ्रॉम वेंकट, वेंकट का नाम दिया हुआ था। फिफ्थ ट्रांजैक्शन में परचेज गुड्स फ्रॉम महेश, महेश का नाम दिया हुआ था। तो किसी भी ट्रांजैक्शन में अगर किसी इंसान का नाम दिया हुआ है, इफ द नेम ऑफ ए पर्सन इज स्पेसिफाइड इन द ट्रांजैक्शन, then it is a credit transaction. But in this transaction nothing has been specified with regards to the name of a person. ये ट्रांजैक्शन में किसी इंसान का नाम दिया हुआ नहीं है, then it means that it is a cash transaction. इसका क्या मतलब आता, आप पैसे देके खरीद रहे। सब्सिडरी बुक्स में आप जब आप परचेजेस बुक बनाएंगे, हियर वी आर गोइंग टू रिकॉर्ड ओनली क्रेडिट ट्रांजैक्शन, हम सिर्फ उधारी में खरीदे सो लोगों के नाम लिखेंगे। तो द ट्रांजैक्शन विच इज ऑन March 24 as we are purchasing on cash, this transaction will not be recorded in purchases book. For that we will be writing a note. उसके लिए आप क्या करेंगे, सिर्फ एक नोट लिखेंगे। So the note will be transaction dated on March 24 is a cash transaction and hence it is not recorded in purchases book. क्योंकि वो कैश ट्रांजैक्शन है, हम लिहाजा उसको परचेजेस बुक में रिकॉर्ड नहीं करेंगे। नेक्स्ट, आफ्टर March 24 we have another transaction given in the question as March 26 purchased goods from Ashok, March 26 purchased goods from Ashok। तो ये ट्रांजैक्शन में देखिए आप सामान खरीद रहे और किसी इंसान का नाम भी दिया हुआ है। सो अगेन इट इज ए क्रेडिट ट्रांजैक्शन, क्रेडिट ट्रांजैक्शंस कैन बी रिकॉर्डेड इन परचेजेस बुक। सो दिस ट्रांजैक्शन विल बी रिकॉर्डेड एज, द डेट विल बी टेकन एज March 26, the date will be taken as March 26 as you are purchasing the goods from Ashok. So you will be writing the name of Ashok in particulars column and you are purchasing goods for rupees 2500, so 2500 will be recorded in amount column. Now as we have completed with all the transactions given in the question, we will be now just doing the total for purchases book. So here you will be writing it as total तो आपको सिर्फ इसका टोटल करना है। तो यहाँ पे टोटल देखिए 2000 प्लस 4000, 2000 plus 4000, 6000, 6000 plus 4000, 10,000, 10,000 plus 1000, 11,000, 11,000 plus 1000, 12,000, 12,000 plus 1000, 13,000, 13 plus 2, 15,000, 15,500, 15,500 plus 500, it is 16,000. So the total here is 16,000. तो आपका टोटल परचेजेस बुक का टोटल क्या आ रहा, 16,000। सो नो व्हेन यू रिफर दी परचेजेस बुक, इससे समझ में क्या आता है, ये परचेजेस बुक बनाने से आपको ये मालूम हो रहा है कि हम कितने लोगों से क्रेडिट में सामान खरीदे, कितने लोगों से उधारी में सामान खरीदे, किससे खरीदे, किसको कितने पैसे देना है। ऑन March 1 वी हैव परचेज द गुड फ्रॉम अनिल, सो वी ओ रुपीज 2000 टू अनिल। ऑन March 3 वी परचेज गुड फ्रॉम राजू, सो वी ओ द बिजनेस ओज 4000 टू राजू। ऑन March 7 वी हैव परचेज गुड फ्रॉम श्रीकांत for 5,000, he has allowed us a discount of 500 rupees, so we owe 4,500 to Srikanth. Next we purchase goods from Venkat, so we owe 1,600 to Venkat. We purchase goods from Mahesh, we owe 1,400 to Mahesh. Next the business has purchased goods from Ashok for 2,500, so the business owes rupees 2,500 to Ashok. तो यहाँ पे हर बंदे से कितने का सामान खरीदे, हर बंदे को कितने पैसे बाकी है ये मालूम हो रहा, साथ साथ टोटल अमाउंट सबको कितने पैसे देना है ये मालूम हो रहा। Hope you have understood the topic and hope you have liked my video. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel AIMS Tutorial for Accounts, and if you are a new subscriber to my channel, don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications. Do like my video, post your valuable comments, and do share it with your friends, relatives and all. Your one share can help someone to learn something See you all in next video. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.